What is going on, everyone? It is I, your friendly neighbor Firebunny here. Welcome back for another top 5 video, and in today's top 5 video we're going to be looking at the top 5 chapter 2 season 2 POIs, or better known as point of interest in Fortnite. Now these are basically the brand new locations that got added in season 2 of chapter 2. Now I basically wanted to do this video dedicated to like the new point of interest, because I feel like some of them are like out of bounds and one of them is absolutely in the middle. And I kind of wanted to dedicate a video basically on them points of interest. Now, I do want to give off a little disclaimer. I did get these clips to showcase the POIs in Fortnite, in Battle Labs, or better known as Playground 2.0. I only wanted to get them just simply so I don't die easily, so I have to make a very, very short little video for you guys. So I'm going to be showcasing them in which order I find very interesting and which ones I really like going them more than most. But if you want to, you can leave your own POIs in the comment section below. Which one do you enjoy the most going to? And I wanted to give off my own opinion based on those POIs. So I feel like I really like these locations more than the ones back from Season 1 for the new map in general. So I'm just going to be explaining them in this video. So without further ado guys, if you do enjoy today's video and want to see more top 5 videos, simply hit that like button. It just shows that you want to support the channel and that. And always hit that subscribe button and turn them bell notifications on. So without further ado guys, let's get to the top 5 chapter 2 season 2 POIs in Fortnite. Coming in at the number 5 spot, ladies and gentlemen, this is probably my least favorite POI to go to in Chapter 2, Season 2, and that is going to be the rig. Now, the rig, obviously, after the season launched, it was basically just a oil rig where you would find like different henchmen and that. And this is a POI for Tiantina, where you could get her bow and that. It has unlimited shots and that. But the POI I just find absolutely devastating and horrible to come to. Like, it just really isn't my POI for me. And I would just say this place is just poo-poo, really. So, really have nothing good to say about it, really. But I just thought I'd showcase the island anyway after... It looks a bit torn apart, Lily. Something exploded, obviously, for Tiantina. And yeah, this is the rig for you. So not my very particular place to drop though, really. But if it's your favorite, I'm sorry, it just really isn't the POI for me. So the rig comes in at the number 5 spot. Coming in at the number 4 spot, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be the Grotto. Now, the Grotto is just opposite side retail row. Now, honestly, I don't find the Grotto that bad of a place to drop. I usually come here very often, once in a while. But I think the main reason why it's just a tiny bit terrible in general, but I don't find it that bad to be that bad of a drop. So the grotto is just basically a underground bunker, which is centered around, of course, Brutus, the big, like, let's just say he's like another version of Dwayne Rock Johnson, if you want to say that way. But this place is for like Brutus and that. You could get like his minigun, most overpowered minigun in the entire world. Now, obviously, the whole layout and that, I don't find it confusing that confusing to traverse, but honestly, I just find it a tiny bit confusing. But if you're used to it, then this is the place for you. But there are so many things you could do in here, and just like fly your way out, obviously with the choppers now. But I don't find the grotto that bad of a drop to go to from now on once again. But yeah, I do really like the location in general. So the grotto comes in at the number 4 spot. Coming in at the number 3 spot is going to be probably the Tilted Towers brother-in-law, and that is the Agency. Now, the Agency is just centered across the middle island of Chapter 2's island. Now, if you want to say it that way, though, then by all means go for it. So, the Agency is basically the biggest, like, agency building in the entire world. It sort of replaced the houses in the middle of the island, or if you want to call it the Island. Now, basically, this is Midas's place. You get like his drum gun in that. Probably the tier 100 skin you could get, and obviously the drum gun. Obviously, with that being the most devastating weapon in all of Fortnite. And yeah, I don't intend to think that the Agency is that bad of a drop. I just honestly don't find it to be my POY, because I feel like when you drop in just like at the very start of the game, you're literally just going to get wrecked at the very start. So I honestly I don't find the Agency that bad of a drop. I would normally come here like throughout the middle of the game, or just the end game in general, but just not the start of it really. But agency wise, the whole building layout, it's literally feeling like the Tilted Towers vibes. So yeah, I don't find that bad of a drop though. So the Agency comes in at the number 3 spot. Coming in at the lovely number 2 spot. Now this could be a bit controversial, but I'm going to place the shark at number 2. Now the shark is basically in the many different islands on the top left of the map in general. This is basically Sky's POY, and you could basically get a Scar, which is like more of a rapid fire type of Scar and that. And the whole building layout, it's pretty easy to traverse, if I were to say so myself. Like, you got the whole like ground level, you got like the second ground level, and literally sub level, which is basically level 2. And that's where you find yourself the vaults in that. You can literally like get some good loot. And in general, the whole boss with Sky in that, you could get like a Scar. And probably the most overpowered one you can get is the Grappler. It has unlimited use. And honestly, the Shark is pretty easy to traverse through. And yeah, I don't find this bad of a good spot to go to if you want to get the Grappler. I don't blame you for going here. But I think the whole layout towards it looks pretty amazing. Obviously, the Shark being the apex predator, what more can you ask for? So the Shark comes in at the number 2 spot. And finally, coming in at the beautiful number 1 spot. Now, you can hate me for this one, but for those of you who have played Black Ops 2 back in the day, you're probably knowing what I'm gonna say for this one. So at the number 1 spot is going to be the Yacht, or if you want to say the Black Ops 2 way, Hijacked. Now, the Yacht is basically the most easiest place that I think, in my opinion, my favorite place to go to. Like, the only reason why I find the Yacht this good is just for the Black Ops 2 nostalgia days. Like, I really have no words. Like, I feel like the Yacht is probably the easiest place to like traverse and that. Like, it doesn't really sound that confusing at all though. But honestly, the Yacht is just a absolutely banger of a place. Like, it just gives me those Black Ops 2 nostalgia days. Like, I know it doesn't look like the same from Black Ops 2, but it just gives me those Black Ops 2 nostalgia days. So anytime I wanted to, you could just like come here and just feel like you're just back in Black Ops 2 again. Now, obviously, in Fortnite, the Yacht just belongs to Meowscles, the big bodyguard-looking cat. So, the weapon that you could get from him is the Pow Pow rifle, which is basically the AK, the heavy assault rifle. So, the Yacht is just absolutely my favorite place to go to because it just gives me the Black Ops 2 nostalgia days. So, I don't really care what you say in the comment section. The Yacht is just an absolutely banger of a place. And obviously my personal favorite. So the Yacht, or Hijacked, if you want to say it that way, comes in at the beautiful number 1 spot.